Doctor's warning: walking too much after 70 can age you faster. Do this instead. Most people believe walking more is the golden ticket to staying healthy after 70. Doctors once said the same, but now that advice is changing. Why? Because new research shows that while walking helps you stay active, relying only on it can actually speed up aging in some unexpected ways. Surprised? You're not alone. Walking supports circulation and movement, but it doesn't stop muscle loss, doesn't fully protect your joints, and doesn't improve balance the way your aging body truly needs. In fact, too much walking without other supportive habits can lead to joint wear, poor posture, and even increased fall risk. That's why today we're diving deep into the 5 doctor-approved alternatives that seniors over 70 should focus on instead. These habits work with walking, but go far beyond it. And each one helps you stay stronger, steadier, and more independent, no matter your age. Stay with me until the end, because the final habit is rarely talked about, yet it may be the key to longevity. 1. Strength training to rebuild what time takes away. Let's begin with what may be the most important shift of all: prioritizing strength. Muscle loss, called sarcopenia, begins slowly in your 40s, 50s, and speeds up after 70. If you're not actively building muscle, you're losing it. And that's what makes once easy tasks, like standing up, lifting groceries, or climbing stairs, suddenly feel hard. Walking doesn't rebuild lost muscle. Only resistance training does. And without it, you risk shrinking strength, slowing metabolism, and becoming more prone to falls. Real story: Robert's wake-up call. Robert, 74, walked daily for years. He thought he was doing everything right, until one day, he couldn't lift a storage box off the floor. His doctor explained it wasn't aging, it was muscle loss. So Robert started strength training with light dumbbells and resistance bands. Just 15 minutes a day made all the difference. His strength returned, his energy came back, and his posture improved. "I thought I was just getting old," he said. "Turns out I was just getting weaker." What you can do: use resistance bands for arm and leg exercises. Practice wall push-ups or squats with a chair. Try lifting light weights, even soup cans work. Focus on building slowly with consistent effort. Want to test your strength? Try standing from a seated position without using your hands. If that's hard, your body is telling you it's time to rebuild. 2. Balance and stability. Train it or lose it. After 70, balance becomes one of the most overlooked but vital skills for independence. And while walking moves your legs, it doesn't challenge the small muscles that keep you upright and coordinated. Falls are the leading cause of serious injuries in older adults. But most falls aren't from clumsiness, they're from neglected balance. Real story: Edward stepped forward. Edward, 76, walked daily. But one day, stepping off a curb, he stumbled hard. Luckily, he caught himself. His doctor told him walking wasn't enough. Edward began doing balance drills like standing on one leg, shifting his weight side to side, and walking heel to toe. Within weeks, he felt steadier. He moved more confidently. He even noticed better posture. And most of all, he felt safer. What you can do: stand on one foot near a counter for 10 seconds. Shift your weight side to side with your feet planted. Practice heel to toe, walking across your living room. Do seated leg lifts and core tightening moves. Want to test your balance? Stand near a wall, lift one foot slightly, and count to 10. Struggling? That's your cue to start training today. 3. Flexibility and mobility. Restore what life tightens. As you age, your body naturally stiffens. The joints lose their range. Muscles shorten. Even breathing can feel shallower. Walking doesn't stretch you. And without stretching, your mobility will shrink. Losing mobility doesn't just make you less comfortable. It makes it harder to dress, reach shelves, turn your head, or get out of bed. Real story: Walter's wake-up stretch. Walter, 78, walked his dog every morning. But each day, it got harder to tie his shoes or get out of bed. His doctor said, "Your range of motion is shrinking." So Walter added 10 minutes of stretching every morning. Arm circles, knee hugs, and gentle neck turns. 2 weeks later, he felt looser, stood taller, and could move with less discomfort. His walks even felt easier. What you can do: stretch gently before bed or after waking up. Try ankle circles, shoulder rolls, neck turns, and toe touches. Sit on a chair and reach for your toes. Do slow, controlled side bends or spine twists. Want to test your flexibility? Slowly turn your head side to side. Any tightness is your body's signal that it needs attention. For core and posture, support your spine for stability. Your core isn't just about abs. Includes the deep muscles that support your spine, pelvis, and balance. When your core weakens, your posture sags. Your back begins to ache, and walking alone won't reverse it. Poor posture leads to shallow breathing, less oxygen to the brain, and more joint stress. Real story: Harold's back to balance. Harold, 75, walked often but still felt unstable. His shoulders rounded forward. His back ached. A physical therapist told him his core muscles weren't doing their job. So Harold began practicing posture resets, standing tall against the wall, bracing his abs while seated, and doing simple pelvic tilts. A few weeks later, his back pain improved. He walked taller, and even his breathing became deeper. What you can do: stand with your back against a wall, head, shoulders, and hips touching. Try deep breathing while tightening your abdominal muscles. Do seated posture drills and gentle core twists. Want to test your posture? Stand tall, close your eyes, and notice if you sway. That's your body's way of saying your posture needs support. 5. Joint protection. Reduce the wear and tear. Finally, we arrive at something most people overlook: joint protection. Walking is repetitive. Over time, it can stress the knees, hips, and ankles, especially if those joints are already inflamed or unbalanced. What helps? Low-impact movement that builds strength without joint strain. Real story: Raymond's return to motion. Raymond, 77, loved walking, but soon his knees began to ache. His back tightened. He thought pain was just part of aging. His doctor suggested switching to water aerobics and indoor cycling. Within weeks, his joints felt relief. His energy came back, and walking became enjoyable again. What you can do: try chair-based strength routines. Swim, cycle, or do gentle water aerobics. Practice Tai Chi or gentle yoga. Use walking aids or orthotics if needed. Want to test your joints? Sit down, then stand up without using your hands. Pain or stiffness? It's time to give your joints extra care. Let's take a moment to reflect. If you're over 70 and walking is your main form of exercise, you're doing something right. But it's not enough. Aging well means working smarter, not harder. You need muscle to stay strong. You need balance to stay safe. You need flexibility to stay free. You need posture to stay upright. And you need joint protection to keep moving without pain. If you only walk, you might be aging your body faster without realizing it. But if you combine walking with these 5 golden habits, you give your body everything it needs to stay independent, vibrant, and pain-free for years to come. So here's your challenge. Start today. Pick one new habit this week. Try strength on Monday, balance on Tuesday, stretch on Wednesday, core on Thursday, joints on Friday. Just a few minutes a day. That's all it takes. If Robert, Edward, Walter, Harold, and Raymond could make these changes and feel younger again, so can you. You don't need a gym. You don't need fancy clothes. You just need commitment. Let us know in the comments, which habit will you start today? And if this video helped you, hit like, subscribe, and share it with someone you care about. Your journey doesn't end at 70. It just begins a new chapter. You're wiser now. Let your body catch up with your spirit. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.